So I'm really happy to see the improvement that they made with that whole system. Very good.
The bad.
The bad.
Quiet.
Well, it was supposed to be quieter, and my experience with it has been anything but, really. I was playing 99 Nights on it, and it seemed like for the first maybe couple of days that I had it, it seemed like it was pretty quiet. However, as I continue to play it, the DVD drive that's on it really starts to make some noise. And I honestly believe, at least it was my experience, that the Elite, the 360 Elite before that we had, is at least as quiet, if not quieter, than this one is. So that was a rough one for me. What do you think about this new paint on here? The whole new look of it.
The piano black looks like everything else that's coming out to give the, I believe, deception of it having higher quality. I mean, look at, from what I can tell, it just seems as if the older system is of higher quality, even though they attempted to put some kind of gloss finish on it. And then, as we spoke earlier, there's no difference between how slim it is, and they just labeled slim on it. And in fact, let's go ahead and show the camera here how the difference. We just do some straight on view here. Real slim. I mean, you really can't even tell if you put your hands there. Maybe
if it was slimmer, if we put it in front, you should be able to really see slimness. But you can't. It's the exact same thing. I mean, we're talking maybe millimeters thinner here. So ridiculous.
The biggest issue that I had with it, and especially when we were at the press conference when that was all being done, is that there really isn't a huge difference between both of them. I was expecting, I think everybody was expecting,
Definitely.
Except for maybe the Microsoft supporter out there that's like Microsoft rules and everything they do, which there's always those people. But people were expecting some sort of new console, and that's how they PR'd that thing. That's how they made it sound, and then we get something that looks basically the same with a piano gloss finish.
It also, I think they were really touting the whole Kinect thing. Like, somehow if we say that this is Kinect ready, it's like we're putting a whole new console
Which
out.
ended up confusing people.
It really did, to the point where Microsoft actually had to put things out on Xbox Live explaining why they even chose to put that on the box. And just so you guys know what that actually means, we'll just recap what Microsoft said. The only thing that this does differently than this one, in terms of making it Kinect ready, any Xbox 360 that's ever been made is going to be, assuming it's still working, of course, will work with Kinect. The only difference that this one has, the only thing that makes it Kinect ready, is this port right here, which allows this Xbox to feed power to Kinect. Whereas with the other one, you're actually going to have a power port, or a power plug still. And I can't believe that that's really that big of a deal. I don't know that power makes something ready and something not, but that's Microsoft for you.
I guess that would support my opinion of their marketing, is the fact that they're attempting to take that step into saying that this is a new console. They're saying we're releasing something new when it's really not. It should have been how it was in the first place. And so
that's what a lot of
they're attempting to present a mistake as if it were a new system. And so
they're capitalizing on past failure, and it's too bad that they couldn't have just given us a lot of these things right from the get-go. Wireless capability, the PlayStation's been out almost as long, the PlayStation 3's been out almost as long, has built-in wireless. I mean, computers have been coming with built-in wireless for years now, and I think that's something that should have been built into this right from the get-go.
Not to say that Sony had a step up, because it's obviously not true with how many Xbox 360s are coming out. We now know through Microsoft that even if you release a piece of shit product that breaks every 3 months, as long as the customer sees 300 rather than 600, they'll continuously buy them over the months. And you can see that through the numbers and the sales charts. It's fairly sad, but I mean, it's good to see that they are coming out with a product that should be more reliable. and also has more
Hopefully.
features than that for a lower price than what the PS3 released for. If you consider it and look at it in that light, I think for sure I would go out and buy one. Considering that I have one already, and most people out there do and are covered by the Red Ring of Death thing they have going on now, where they're actually reimbursing people.
Red Ring of Death protection.
So I don't know that the system is good or has changed enough or gives enough value to buy
a new $300 price
Is
tag.
that what you think?
I do. I mean, there are a lot of people out there that are like me, and they have to have the best, the newest thing out there. And that really is the only reason I could see getting one of these. You could say, I mean, if you are going to have an Elite and look at it from a cost standpoint, if you have an Elite and you were going to consider getting a new 250 gig hard drive instead of 120, if that was a big deal to you, you're looking at like $120 hard drive if you wanted to do that. Plus, if you wanted to buy a wireless adapter separately, that's another $100. So that's a couple $100 that might justify this for some people if they were looking to upgrade in those ways already. But if you're not, and you already have those things, which a lot of people do, I can't see it. I can't see it.
All right, well, that wraps up this Xbox special. Be sure to join us next week for another one of our shows. And thank you so much for joining us today.